Let's talk about staging. Staging for rental versus selling. What makes a difference? Staging plays a key role in attracting not just potential buyers but also tenants. But the strategy for both of them is different. The way you're staging to try to get a buyer versus the way you will stage to try to get tenants will be very different, right? So let's talk about staging for sellers first, right? If you're trying to sell your property, you need to declutter and you need to depersonalize. This is no longer going to be your home. That buyer who's coming in needs to put themselves in your home. So you have to remove any personal items, family photos, or any excessive furniture, right? Just take it out. I think, was it Chanel? I think it was Chanel who said, when it comes to jewelry, before you walk out the home, go back, take one jewelry off, then you're perfect. When it comes to staging for sellers, it's the same thing. You want to make the space look spacious and as neutral as you possibly can. And if you have color, there's a way to do color tastefully. You want to make sure that you're highlighting key features. Showcase focal points like fireplace, large windows. And if it's an open layout, showcase that. And strategically place furniture in such a way that the space feels bigger. You want more neutral tones, especially in the US, right? What I've come to enjoy about traveling the world is how the rest of the world is not scared of color. It's primarily the US that's very skittish about colors. We want everything neutral. No, you go to Mexico and they have yellows, orange, blues. Oh my gosh, it gives you so much life. I love it. But here in the US, we need to stick with neutral color schemes and minimalist furnitures to appeal to a wider American audience. Professional photography. This one is really up to you. Today, our phones can do an amazing job, right? We don't need some fancy photography because you can have good quality photos with your phone if done well, right? Because I do YouTube videos, so I have lots of lighting around me. I use my own lighting and my own camera to take really good photos. And every time I pass my pictures on to the realtors to list my properties, they're like, we don't need professional pictures. These are really good. However, high quality listing photos can make a significant impact on attracting the right buyers. So whether you're hiring a professional or you're going to learn how to do it yourself, they still have to be high quality photos. And lighting, when it comes to high quality, is really important. Either wait to take pictures in the middle of the day or bring in a lot of light to make those pictures as bright and as inviting as possible. You need to ensure that natural light is maximized, and any supplemental lights that you are bringing in, like light fixtures and stuff, have daylight bulbs. And actually, even better, my lighting here, you're about to see, I just turned it off. Now it's off. Now it's on, right? And I can also change you see, now it's more of a yellow tone. So you can play with different types of lighting, even for your home. Curb appeal, mow the lawn, trim the edges, add a fresh coat of paint. This is an inexpensive way to really stage that home so that it's inviting. The good thing about a lot of American homes, right, it's like they are not necessarily made of brick everywhere, so you could easily paint it. Right? Get the family together, spend a weekend, make it a fun project with barbecue, and paint the exterior of the home. And most importantly, honey, paint the front door a bright color. I do have to say this, even in our American culture, there's something, like, it doesn't have to be like an orange or a yellow, but think about maybe like, if everything else is neutral, make it a deep red and then put a beautiful wreath around it. The front door, when it pops against the rest of the house, my God, it looks so good. It looks so good in picture. So that's my last little tip for you. Don't be scared to have neutral everywhere with pops of color. But no matter what, keep it minimalistic. Increasing your property's value isn't just about making things look better, right? It's about you really making those strategic choices that will translate into dollars. Dollars in the form of long-term appreciation, in the form of equity, and in the form of more money for your rent on a monthly basis. When you're staging for a rental or you're staging for a sale, how well you stage, you will determine whether or not you bring in more money on a monthly basis, or you bring in more money for that sale, or how far that property is going to appreciate over time. So all of it is just more money coming your way. Every decision you make should be aligned with the end goal. Are you wanting to increase ROI? Are you wanting forced appreciation through conversions? And also you knowing which cosmetic upgrade is worth it? All of these decisions matter in your long-term goal. And when it comes to increasing your property value, you cannot forget staging. There are things that you do for long-term gain, and then there are things that you do for short-term gain. When you're staging a property, it allows you to potentially sell that house faster, or it allows you to get a tenant to move in faster and to probably give you top dollar for it, as opposed to if it wasn't staged, you would just get whatever the market average is. All of these decisions are also that you can boost your bottom line. The smartest investors don't just depend, they validate. And that validation comes by you understanding where your value is going to come from. And that validation comes from understanding where value actually lives in the property. This module, I hope, gave you the framework to approach every project from that weekend refresh to a full-scale remodel with a strategy, confidence, and real measurable impact. You see, renovating isn't just about doing more, it's about doing what will matter most for your bottom line as an investor.
Before you go, follow me on my other platforms. On my business channel for career, business, and money strategies to build your corporate exit strategy. On my lifestyle and travel vlog for the real life behind the strategy. And on my podcast From Corporate to CEO for daily side business tips and motivation. But the real work happens in the community. This is where we support each other and build this together. Same values, same season, and same direction. I'll see you there.